He's the undisputed light heavyweight king, but his journey to the top has been a masterclass in controlled demolition. This is a fighter who seems almost engineered in a lab. He has the ice-cold focus of a chess master, the feet of a dancer, and the stopping power of a sledgehammer. Some guys he just outclasses. Others he breaks completely. Dmitry Bivol's career reached a new peak in February 2025 when he avenged his only loss to Artur Beterbiev to become the undisputed champion. That victory was the culmination of years of brilliant, methodical destruction. Today, we're counting down the 5 times Dmitry Bivol didn't just win. He systematically took his opponents apart. Kicking things off at number 5 is Bivol's ruthless tune-up fight against Malik Zinad. This bout happened right before Bivol's first clash with Artur Beterbiev, and he used it to send a message. Zinad walked in with a perfect 22-0 record, but it became obvious pretty fast that he was in way over his head. Bivol's signature weapon, the jab, was on full display. But it wasn't just for show. It was a punishing, thudding shot that busted up Zinad's nose and controlled the action. A lightning-fast combination dropped Zinad in the very first round, a clear preview of what was to come. For the next 5 rounds, Bivol was a predator, patiently stalking Zinad and picking him apart. Then, in the 6th, Bivol decided he was done playing. He unleashed a furious flurry that trapped Zinad on the ropes, forcing the referee to jump in and stop the assault. It was a brutal TKO finish that reminded everyone of Bivol's killer instinct. At number 4, we have a performance that was all about tactical destruction. Bivol stepped in against Joe Smith Jr., a man famous for his raw sledgehammer power. The big question was whether Bivol's technique could diffuse Smith's brute force. The answer wasn't just yes, it was a 12-round schooling. Bivol put on a boxing masterclass. Using brilliant footwork, he stayed just outside of Smith's range, making the power puncher swing at nothing but air. Bivol's jab was a thing of beauty, snapping Smith's head back and controlling the fight all night. Smith did have one big moment, catching and wobbling Bivol at the end of the 10th round. But Bivol, showing the composure of a true champion, recovered instantly and went right back to work, nearly stopping a battered Smith in the final round. The scorecards were wide, but they barely tell the story of the systematic dismantling Bivol handed out that night. Coming in at number 3 is a display of pure, unfiltered power. In his first defense of the WBA world title, Bivol took on the Australian challenger Trent Broadhurst, and he wasn't looking to get paid for overtime. The fight barely got going before it was over. Bivol established his piston-like jab right away, backing Broadhurst up. He sent him to the mat with a flurry that the ref called a slip, but Bivol wasn't about to let the officials decide anything. With just seconds left in the first round, Bivol feinted, then uncorked a picture-perfect straight right hand that landed flush on the chin. Broadhurst crumbled to the canvas, and the referee waved it off without even starting a count. It was a spectacular one-punch knockout that proved Bivol carried serious, fight-ending power. Our runner-up is the fight where Bivol truly put the division on notice against his toughest opponent at the time, the skilled Cuban Sullivan Barrera. For 11 rounds, this was a tactical chess match. Bivol used his superior hand speed and technique to build a massive lead on the scorecards, landing sharp combinations and controlling the pace, even while dealing with cuts from headbutts. Barrera was tough and durable, and he was the first man to ever take Bivol into the 12th and final round. But Bivol wasn't happy just to cruise to a decision. He had been patiently setting a trap all night, and in that final round, he sprung it. Bivol detonated a massive straight right hand that sent Barrera crashing down. The Cuban somehow got to his feet, but the referee correctly stopped the fight. It was a methodical and ultimately brutal finish against a top-tier opponent. And at number 1, we have the performance that sent shockwaves through the boxing world. It wasn't a knockout, but it was the total and complete destruction of a legend. Bivol faced the pound-for-pound king, Canelo Alvarez, who was moving up in weight and was the heavy favorite. What happened next was 12 rounds of the sweet science at its finest. Bivol systematically broke down the Mexican superstar. His high guard soaked up nearly all of Canelo's famous power shots, while his relentless, precise jab kept Canelo off balance and frustrated. He made one of the best fighters on the planet look average, landing a career-low number of punches on Alvarez. While official punch stats vary, Bivol appeared to outland Canelo in nearly every round, neutralizing his power with a constant stream of combinations. The official scores of 115 to 113 were seen by many as shockingly close for a fight Bivol so clearly dominated. It was a career-defining win that cemented his place among boxing's elite. From one-punch knockouts to tactical masterclasses, Dimitri Bivol has proven he's one of the most complete fighters in the sport. His journey to becoming the undisputed king has been incredible to watch. What's your favorite Bivol performance? Did we miss one? Drop a comment below and let us know. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of boxing. Until next time.